Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. Today from the Shipyard Brewing Company of Portland, Maine, this is the latest from the Pugsley's Signature Series. This is a Mint Chocolate Stout. Pugsley's Mint Chocolate Stout comes in with an ABV of 9.0% ABV. Introduced in 2013, and it comes in with a real high ABV, as I mentioned. The Pugsley's Signature Series, named after Alan Pugsley, who was one of the original founders of the Shipyard Brewing Company back in 1992 when they opened. So there is a description on the back here, which I will attempt to read to you. It says here, Mint Chocolate Stout is a dark, silky beer with aromas of chocolate and licorice. There are notes of chocolate and coffee up front, followed by a subtle spearmint finish. So that sounds very interesting. And I'll tell you, spearmint is something that grows in my yard and grows and grows and grows. Mint just grows forever. So let's pop off the cap. It says best served around 55 degrees. I'm not sure if I'm quite there yet, maybe around 50. We'll give it a pour and see what happens. All right, pour it in. Oh, a lot of little carbonation mist coming off the top there. So here comes the pour. Very nice looking dark beer right away. There it is. Okay, take a look at that. Getting an incredibly dark brown, almost slightly foggy as well, with a modest little beige head up top. And it really, you can't see through this at all. It's pretty opaque, I've got to say. But it's definitely more brown than black. It may look black on the camera, but looking at it up close to my face, it is definitely a dark brown. Sort of a chocolate brown, I'd say. Which makes sense, since it's a chocolate stout. So let's check out the aroma. Alright, you already know what it is. It's a mint chocolate stout. So, getting chocolate and mint right away. Those are the two things. It's like an Andes bar or something. What is that, a peppermint patty? Which one is the one that, I can't remember. Someone can tell me later. But there is a chocolate bar that has mint on the inside. But it's kind of what it smells like. Definitely has... but it's really nice though. I mean, the mint really adds this unique flavor to this. And I'm not getting the coffee they mentioned on the description, at least right away, but I'm absolutely getting the chocolate. And the mint isn't as subtle as they suggested it might be on the label, but there's definitely something unique, and the mint is the unique part of this aroma. Let's check out the taste on this one. Wow, that's really unique. I mean, it's very interesting. And it's the first mint chocolate stout I've ever had, so maybe there's all kinds of them out there. I've just never had one before. So to me, this is like a new experience. Well, anyway, the body on this is really full and very creamy and silky. And silky was the word they used in their description. But very not light in the sense of a thin body, but just light and delicate on the tongue, but a full body all together. The taste, then I'm getting that chocolate flavor again, the chocolate malts. It is brewed with something like 8 different malts, and including the chocolate ones and some whole wheat, a few others. And then the mint sort of plays up in the background. It does finish lightly with that mint on the end that just lingers on. You know, it makes your breath smell nice, let's put it that way. But the chocolate malts are up front. The bitterness on this, there is a bitterness value. It did give an IBU. The IBU is 53.85. So that's you know, it's not bad at all. And I'm not getting for 53.85. It's not overly bitter, but there's definitely a mild to moderate bitterness that's kind of mixing in with the whole chocolate and mint sensations that are going on as well. Just a very interesting beer, and really something very unique. Something I've not had before. Something I'm not sure if I'll have again. I'm not in a negative way, it's just it's not something I've ever seen before. So unless I drink some more of these Shipyard mint chocolate stouts. It comes in at 9%, as I mentioned, so this is definitely a big beer, a sipping beer, and probably more akin to a dessert beer with mint and chocolate in it. Now they talked about they talked about coffee, and I'm not really getting that either in the aroma or in the flavor at all. But I mean, maybe someone whose palate is much better than mine might pick that up. It might be incredibly subtle. Or maybe, because I didn't let it warm up to 55 as they suggested, maybe it's not quite there yet. Maybe I'm 50 degrees and just not quite there yet. It could be, could be. Leaves a bit of a lacing on the side of the glass. And, the beige head sort of simmers down, but it does definitely leave a pleasant ring around the edge of the glass as well. Never goes away 100%. There's just the slightest, lightest hint of the head still on there. Color is still remaining opaque and brown. Holding its own right through the first few sips here. But it's definitely a beer that's worth trying if you get the chance. It is, for some people who don't like to spend a lot of money on beer, this was about $9. I think that's kind of the typical price in that ballpark. Usually between about $7 to $10 or so, $8 to $10 or so is usually what the Pugsley series go for in the stores around my area. But so it's spoil yourself one day with something very interesting and unique, and you might like this. You might find this something that you will remember. So that's it for today. That's a Shipyard Pugsley's Signature Series Mint Chocolate Stout. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.